The entire following segment consists of satirical content. All references to reality are fictionalized, and all personages are fictional, except for public figures whose likenesses are used fictitiously. The opinions expressed in this segment in no way reflect those of the University of Kentucky, the Kentucky Colonel with a K, Eli Capitulo, Coach Cal, C.S. Lewis, or Penguins.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to another bright and sunny school year here at the University of Kentucky. My name is Colleen, and I am just delighted to be back here with all of you.
I'm Bridget, and I am moderately displeased to be here.
I'm so glad, Bridget. Well, let's get right to the news. What's happening this week, Bridget?
Well, in entertainment news, Taylor Swift is just the talk of the town this week. The popular artist released her Wildest Dreams music video at the VMAs, in which she literally gets eaten by a lion. Said Swift, "It's a metaphor, you see. Love is like a lion, and it swallowed me whole. That is why I create music. That's what it's all about." At least, that's what we think, she said. It was a little hard to hear her from inside that lion. Critics have made their displeasure known, saying that Swift's music and publicity stunts have always been far too girly and feminine for their taste, and that being eaten by a lion was just the last straw. Said one former fan, "Ed Sheeran would never be eaten by anything less than a straight-up velociraptor, oozing testosterone. That's all I'm saying."
In local news, neither of the towers on South Campus are currently filled with college students at present, as both towers appear to be filled entirely with pudding. Said campus officials, "We're not entirely sure where the pudding came from or why it is there. We suspect UK Dining is protesting something or other, or perhaps we have an infestation of poltergeists. It's really unclear. The only thing we do know is that the pudding is banana flavored and that it is delicious. Any students seeking free banana pudding should inquire at the Kerwin Blanding Complex and bring their own spoons."
In campus news, Eli Calaputo has taken to reading all of his emails aloud in mandatory press conferences in the library bowl, saying that he doesn't feel they are reaching the target audience. The latest one, which appears to be a bulletin on campus safety, is currently being shouted through a microphone that appears to be plugged into the nearby mulch. The bulletin, for those not near enough to hear the president's booming, magnificent, manly voice, reads, "You have told us you feel safe on campus, and we believe you, so we will keep telling you how safe you are until it sinks into your thick student skulls. Also, check your email for another survey about how safe you feel. We must have data." When questioned about the validity of the survey results and why on earth he would name it the CATS survey, Capricorno simply looked heavenward before sinking seamlessly into the ground and out of sight, away from any interviewers.
In national news, President Obama has restored the name of Mount McKinley to Denali, the name it was originally given by the Athabascan peoples of Alaska. And, like all moves designed to honor or respect a culture other than their own, this has personally offended many members of the GOP. They claim that taking away the name of McKinley, which was initially bestowed upon the mountain by gold prospectors invading Alaskan lands, is a personal affront to McKinley himself. Said one Republican senator, "This is not only an affront to former President McKinley and everything he stood for, but an affront to God himself." When pressed further to explain which of McKinley's values need honored by an arbitrarily named mountain, the senator shrugged and shouted louder, "I will stick to my guns on this issue, by golly, as hard as if it were an actual issue relating to guns." So, in the interest of balanced journalism, we've invited former President McKinley into the studio to hear him weigh in. President McKinley, welcome to Colonel Studios.
Well, hello there to all you whippersnappers out there.
Sir, it's radio. You don't have to yell. Everyone can hear you. You should already know about how radio works.
I am your superior, young man.
Lady.
You don't have to tell me when I can and cannot yell.
I'm okay. So anyway, sir, have you heard about the whole debacle at the mountain? The GOP is saying that it's an insult to your good name to honor the Athabascan people's request to restore the original mountain name of Denali. What are your thoughts on this issue?
I could not possibly give one cotton-picking, jury-rigging, freshly brewed, golly-whopping hum-diggity-darn about the issue. I am literally dead.
You make a fair point. Thanks for coming in today, Mr. Deceased McKinley, sir. Let's hear a few words from our sponsors.
Trapped in a lion? Need to fight your way out and get back to doing what you love? Try Lion Suits. Lion Suits will let you phase your way out of any carnivore without hurting the animal in question and get back to writing music, climbing mountains, or getting eaten by new and dangerous beasts. Lion Suits, the most humane option on the market. Note, lion suits should not be used with any carnivorous whales, non-mammals, or swarms of bees. Lion suits should not be worn by lions, no matter how formal the occasion. Lion Suits Incorporated is not responsible for any partial or total digestion that may occur in the event that our suits fail to activate.
You like cookies. You love sardines. Introducing Sardine Oreos, the newest flavor sensation that's gripping the nation. Gripping the nation by the shoulders and looking straight into the nation's eyes. Gripping the nation by the shoulders, looking straight into the nation's eyes, and telling the nation, it's okay. You're safe now. Everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be alright now that you have sardine Oreos. Take a deep breath of the relaxing, briny scent. You're home now. Sardine Oreos. Not as fishy as they could be.
And now back to the news.
In local news, the UK Art Museum has reopened and boasts a stunning redesign guaranteed to improve visitors' experience. When asked for details on what exactly the redesign entails, museum officials merely hummed and nodded a bit before whispering, "We definitely didn't remove the entire floor if that's what you're thinking. Nope, not us. We would never do that to true lovers of the arts." So, go check out the stunning mix of artwork in the museum whenever you get a chance.
The blue emergency boxes around campus and the UK alert system got a bit of a workout last Monday when shots were fired into the air during a fight a mile away from the central complex. In his statement about the incident, University President Captain Pluto mentioned that he had been planning to test the emergency alert systems every 2 weeks to make sure that it still worked, but has now realized that in all likelihood, there's no point testing the system. There's probably going to be a violent incident and or gas leak every 2 weeks anyway, if we're being honest. So, what's the point, said the president.
In traffic news, to the delight of thrill seekers everywhere who love to drive, a roundabout has been installed at the intersections of College Way and University Drive. Emails have been sent out to all students with tips on how to drive on the roundabout, including the following. Decrease speed when approaching the roundabout. Do not enter the roundabout if emergency vehicles are approaching. Don't forget to use the steering wheel and the pedals while driving through the roundabout. For maximum safety, make sure to buckle in all the crumpled up trash on your passenger seat, and don't ever be a pedestrian. Not just in the roundabout, that's just a general life tip.
As many of you are aware, sorority recruitment took place during the last few weeks on our very own campus. For any of you gals out there thinking of rushing next year, we've brought in some real, live sorority members to enlighten us all on some of the perks of being part of a sisterhood. Welcome to Colonel Studios, you two. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much for having us.
We're so glad to be here.
Okay, so one of the main things about being a part of a sorority is the total support system, like just unconditional support. Like, you fail a test, your sisters are there for you with popcorn and cuddles. You want to be a part of a human bridge to span the Ohio River and invade another state? Your sisters will support the living heck out of you. You guys can all make a human bridge together. Such a great and creative bonding experience, you know?
I totally do. One of my personal favorites is how you learn how to accessorize and decorate absolutely everything. I remember the first day I woke up to find my nostrils, soft palate, uvula, and the insides of my eyelids coated with glitter. I just knew that I had finally realized my creative potential and leveled up to become a true member of Delta Gamma.
Being a sorority sister also means you get to share everything. If you've got a stain on your dress the day you want to wear it, you can just borrow an extra dress from someone down the hall. If someone's making cookies, you know you'll get to snag a few too. You even get to share the same caskets to sleep in and all the little worms you snuggle up with that night. I just love sleeping in the glittery pink Find-You coffins.
You'll also get a big assigned to you as soon as you get selected by a house. Your big is a surprise at first, but you'll get to meet her soon enough, and she'll always have your back if you need anything. I remember when I first found my big, you know, the 40-foot tall version of me that walks around silently behind me wherever I go on campus. I just cried and threw my arms around her. I was so glad to know who would be such a, big part of my life. And this week I'll be getting a little, and you can't even guess how excited I am about that.
And of course you can't forget about all the great philanthropic work we do through Greek Life. Each sorority picks a different charity to support through fun dances, bake sales, and other fundraising events. From the Children's Miracle Network and the Make-A-Wish Foundation to Snails for the Future and Kentucky's Pride and Floral Wallpaper, there are just so many great organizations and they're just a joy to work with. It's such a great feeling to know you're making a positive difference in the world with your sisters and the whole Greek system.
Thanks, Katie and Brittany. Any further questions on sorority recruitment should be referred to Katie or Brittany by Carrier Penguin.
In weather news, it looks like this weekend Earth and the Moon will be switching atmospheres, so plan ahead for that. You don't want to be the one person that ruins a Labor Day picnic by not bringing your spacesuit and extra tanks of oxygen, am I right?
In sports news, don't forget to move your cars out of Commonwealth Stadium for the football game against the Ragin' Cajuns if you're parked there this weekend. Remember, if there is even a single car left in K-Lot, the football players' sacred, muscled, glistening, rippling, luscious bodies won't be able to get through the parking lot and into the hallowed stadium. Also, you'll have to pay a lot if you're Toad. Now, we're going to get the horoscopes from Madame Kerfufflefumpter.
Good morning, girls. Thanks for the coffee. First, Cancer. The stars didn't think it was possible to be able to drown twice in one day, but you've always been a trendsetter. Leo. Your mother will call repeatedly until you answer. There is no escape. There is nowhere to run. Virgo. Oh, the places you'll go, Virgo. Oh, the places you'll go. They are just inspiring. Specifically, we're referring to the inside of that active volcano. Why will you go there, Virgo? Why? Libra. You will meet a tall, mysterious stranger this week. A tall, mysterious stranger with red hair and an affinity for yellow. A tall, mysterious stranger with red hair, a yellow outfit, and a large nose. Okay, there's no way to sugarcoat it. It's Ronald McDonald. You're going to meet Ronald McDonald. Scorpio. Here's a riddle for you, Scorpio. What happens if you lose consciousness while balancing on the railing of the library stairs? And now a second riddle. What on earth would possess you to try balancing on the railing of the library stairs while the Poison Darts Shooting Club was having their weekly meeting there? Sagittarius. You will choose to go to the moon this week. Not because it is easy, not because it is hard, but because NASA convinced you that the moon is home to 10,000 kitties that want to be your friend. Capricorn. You're gonna get hit with an axe. It's just fate, nothing you can do. Aquarius. While it is true that you can calculate how far away thunderstorms are by counting the seconds between thunder and lightning, it turns out that this is not true for calculating how far away the great god Zeus is when you've incurred his wrath.
Much better. Pisces. You've always wanted to be featured in a viral video, but you had hoped it would have a better title than Angry Badger Sex plus also a hornet nest.
For more horoscopes, news, and other assorted nonsense, our Twitter is an excellent place to be. At UK Colonel, that is at UKCOLONEL. Bridget out.
And enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Colleen, out.
Previous segment consisted of satirical content. All references to reality are fictionalized, and all personages are fictional except for public figures whose likenesses are used fictitiously. The opinions expressed in this segment in no way reflect those of the University of Kentucky, the Kentucky Colonel with a K, Marshall, Eli Capitolo, William McKinley, Michelle Obama, Michelle Pfeiffer, Michelle Pfeiffer, and John Cena.